Hey guys, Danimation here. So, about a month ago, I made a video explaining why I believe Security Breach is the worst Five Nights at Freddy's game. And it seems that 12 of you seem to genuinely like and listen to my opinion on the game. But the video still got quite a bit of backlash from and I quote, certified Roxanne expert. Who introduces themselves as that? How exactly can you be an expert on this? I don't know, maybe they meant this, Roxanne. Anyway, my point is, that video did exactly what I expected it to, which is turn half of the FNAF community against me just for having an opinion on one game. Welcome to the internet. Anyway, back to the main point of this video. So, the FNAF Ruin DLC came out. I played some of it, watched a bunch of videos, and honestly I can say, my opinion on Ruin is, it's better than Security Breach. I mean, that wasn't hard. All you have to do is make a DLC that isn't a broken, buggy mess that, doesn't look like a colourful fever dream instead of a FNAF game. Anyway, back to Ruin. So, how is it? I mean, read the title of the video as well as, listen to what I've already said. Yeah, it's good. But why is it so good? And why is it better than Security Breach? And why do YouTubers ask so many rhetorical questions? I'm going to answer 2 of those 3 questions in this very video. So first off for this video, I'm going to have to apologise. We don't really have that many images, considering, the DLC has only been out for like 3 days. But, so far it's been really good. So the first big improvement has been the environment. Who knew that burning a building down made it better? Don't quote me on that. Please, please don't. I'm not getting cancelled for that. Jesus. But anyway, the location is really in Ruin. That was meant to be a, but get it? Whatever. Anyway, but yeah, it lives up to its title. The location is actually really, it's in shambles. And that just makes it feel claustrophobic and creepier. You're like, what the hell happened here? Even though you know what happened. But, let's not get into specifics here. So, yeah, Security Breach, or Security Breach Ruin, the environment is a major upgrade over Security Breach. And that ties into the story. So, there's going to be spoilers. So, pretty much, what it is you're this girl, Cassie, who I'm guessing is a friend of Gregory. I don't know. It's pretty much, she's been lured back to the Pizzaplex. Well, not back, she's never been there. Well, she has been there, but, she's never been there since Gregory's been there. You know what I mean. Anyway, so she goes to the Pizzaplex to find him, and that is pretty much a very, that's an improvement over Security Breach. A simplistic story is better than no story at all, because with Gregory, we have no idea why he's there. With Cassie, we know immediately in the first 5 seconds why she's there. And it leads into a pretty cool intro, which is just purely Five Nights at Freddy's. So you wander through the abandoned building, you get chased down by Monty, you fall into, I guess, some water, and then you show up in the kitchen. I mean, me explaining it can't do it justice, because it is legitimately creepy. And honestly, that's what I wanted from Security Breach. Something genuinely creepy. The closest thing we got, I don't know, either the endoskeletons or the daycare. But that was the closest that we got. But in Ruin, you get, honestly, some really cool stuff. So, yeah, you get a creepy intro, and the jump scares, they actually work here. Now, like I said in my last Security Breach video, not once did I ever get a jump scare and actually jump. Here, so far, every jump scare has made me jump. I mean, that may be because I haven't played it as much, but that still says something. If, even when I first picked up Security Breach and I never jumped, just 2 days into playing Ruin, jumped every time. So, yeah, I honestly think that in terms of horror, this is a big improvement. So, let's get into some more cool stuff about Ruin. You get to wear Vanny's original mask, which is cool because where the hell was it in the original game? I mean, it just showed up in Help Wanted, and then it's nowhere to be found in the original Security Breach, and now it's just here again? I don't know. But anyway, you get to wear Vanny's original mask, which, hang on, sidetrack. I understand why Vanny isn't in this DLC, even though I really wanted her to be, because such wasted potential. She could have been an amazing villain, and yet such wasted potential. Anyway, back to this. So, the mask, it's more than just, a cool collectible, unlike it is in Help Wanted. This time it actually benefits you in the game. When you put it on, you understand why the eyes were red. Sorry, bad joke. Anyway, pretty much, Fazbear Entertainment has created this AR world. Now, I have mixed feelings about FNAF moving on from supernatural horror into sci-fi horror, but I think here it kind of works. It explains why Vanny was able to, why she was able to, mess up people's, vision whenever she was near them. And also, it makes sense how she always knew where Gregory was. In case you don't know, when you try and hide from Vanny, doesn't work. She knows where you are. So, that explains a lot. And also, how the hell did Fazbear Entertainment manage to do this? Or even assuming that this mask is one of a kind, and, this is actually Vanny's mask, how did she manage to do this? I mean, I know that she worked at, Fazbear Entertainment for making the VR and the AR game. But come on, I don't know if she could create this without, Afton's help or something. Pretty much, okay. But the way it works is, you can see where all the animatronics are, and you can walk through walls and stuff, and you use it to deactivate security. But then people would just go, oh, it makes the game too easy. And, Danimation, you said that bright colours make the game not creepy. Look how bright the AR world is. Well, when you put the mask on, you're actually more vulnerable than you think. Because then this thing spawns. This is the MXES, or the Maxis, I think its name is. Again, don't quote me on that, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I know that's how you spell its name, but I don't think that's how you say it. Anyway, as I was saying, despite what you may think, this thing is not Glitchtrap, or it's not Afton. So, now that we've got that out of the way, how does it work? Well, pretty much when you have the mask on for too long, this thing will spawn, and it will summon an animatronic to know where you are. Either Chica, Monty, or Roxy will start hunting you. And with this thing's emotionless smile staring you down the whole time. I'm sorry, but that's creepy. I don't care what you say, despite the colourful world, if a killer robot is chasing you down and then you got this thing staring at you, that's creepy. So, yeah. Honestly, I really like this thing. I'm not too sure on its origins, though, or what people think its origins are. Apparently, this thing was created by Vanessa after she was free, not Vanny anymore, after she was free from Glitchtrap's control. She made basically a Glitchtrap copy as a security function. The reverse-engineered antivirus version of Glitchtrap, who's meant to keep people out of the Pizzaplex so that they don't die by summoning animatronics to kill them. Now that I think about it, I understand why it took so long for the FNAF community to figure stuff out when they were theorizing about stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, the Maxis, it makes Security Breach honestly a lot harder, but not frustratingly hard. It just makes it creepier, because you're afraid that this thing could show up at any time. It's like the Slicer in Bendy and the Dark Revival. It could show up at any time, so you're always on edge. Whenever you put that mask on, you're always on edge that this thing is going to show up. Now, I've talked about the story as much as I can. without getting into this last point. So this is going to be a really, really big spoiler warning. Alright? So, if you don't want the DLC's ending spoiled, thanks so much for watching. I've been Danimation. I'll see you in the next video. But if you've already played the DLC and you're completely fine with it being spoiled, here we go. This is the ending of Security Breach. At the end of the game, you're chased down by this thing. The Mimic. Now, I have very, very, very mixed feelings on the Mimic. I think it's a cool idea, but surrounding the theories around it, I'm sorry, I hate it. So, pretty much, I'm going to get into the story first of what I think is cool about the Mimic. The way it works is it wants to be freed from the Pizzaplex, so it mimics, so it pretends to be Gregory to lure Cassie into the Pizzaplex to get him out, deactivate security, deactivate the Maxis, so that the Mimic can escape. You know, pretty cool story. I mean, Gregory, he never went back to the Pizzaplex. I mean, why would he? Huge, huge plot hole there. You know, huge plot hole if he ever went back. But here's what I don't like about the Mimic. The fact that people think that it's William Afton, or that it's, you know, the reincarnation of William Afton. I'm sorry, but I've always said, in the Burn Trap boss fight, at the end of the game, if it isn't actually William, then I think it cheapens it. Same with Glitch Trap. It cheapens the character if it's the Mimic AI instead of actually William's soul. So yes, the Mimic is definitely canon, but I don't know how I feel about it being William Afton. In fact, I still don't think it's William. I still think that Glitch Trap is William. I still think Burn Trap is William. And honestly, I think the Mimic was created by William, and not Henry like many people assume. I think the Mimic was like a last-ditch effort to preserve William's soul. Or hell, maybe even the Mimic was the endoskeleton Afton's consciousness was put into. Because, like we said, the Burn Trap ending isn't canon, yet obviously Burn Trap and the Blob are canon. So, yeah. Enough theorizing. I think the Mimic is a cool idea. I'm not sure how I feel about having Tales from the Pizzaplex be canon, because unless you read those books, you'll have no idea what the Mimic actually is. Or, you know, watch the MatPat videos. You know, he reads the book so you don't have to. But yeah, I have mixed feelings on the Mimic. I think it's cool. I don't want it to be William. Or I don't want it to replace Afton. So, yeah. That was my thoughts on Security Breach Ruin. I think it is actually better than the base game. Thanks so much for watching. I've been Danimation. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!